Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Prophecy Solar Flaws on Titan this time. During Season of the Deep we're using Sunbreaker with Syntheseps, along with a Fusion, a Sniper, and Leviathan's Breath. This setup is probably the safest and the most survivability possible. So let's get into it. So if you don't know, this dungeon focuses around motes of light and motes of dark, and collecting them and depositing them in certain places. Motes drop 3 at a time from taken knights, and their colour depends on where you are when you kill the knight. So if you're in the light, you're a light mote. If you're in the dark, you're a dark mote. You're a dark mote? I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna go to the right, we're gonna kill the 2 knights to drop some motes, and deposit them like so. And then gonna use Leviathan's Breath to take out the motes while, take out the knights while we're in the light, so they drop light motes. Now we're going to sparrow to this next section once the door's opened. We're going to go into this little pocket of darkness, and we're going to either use Leviathan's Breath or a hammer to take out the knights. Knights die in 2 hits at Roaring Flames times 3 and 1 hit at Syntheseps with Biotic Enhancements and I believe 1 stack of Roaring Flames. Could be none, but I don't remember right now. Anyways, since we don't have Biotic Enhancements, I'm just going to use Leviathan's Breath to take out 2 more knights while in the light. Pick up the motes. You need 5 motes to get the thing, you know what I mean. Then we're going to deposit them here. Get in a sparrow and go forward and then scale this bit of rubble. Gonna chase the Caleco, gonna say hi to him, and now we're onto the Phalanx Echo, the first boss. Basically, all you have to do is what I've just said while staying alive. You gotta extinguish 4 braziers. So to start off with, we're gonna ambush the sniper with some fusion rifle and a hammer. Then gonna bait this next knight over here so we can get 5 motes very quickly. Now I'm gonna go for the double dunk here, which I think I might actually get this time. No, I don't. Oh no, I do, yeah. Every time you dunk, you spawn 2 sets of scions. If you get a double dunk, you spawn 4. To double dunk, all you have to do is align yourself in between, in the middle of both braziers, and just fall while doing it. And you're golden. So we're going to start off damage phase with the super. We do this because since we got double dunks, we've got loads of scions around us, so we have binding enhancements for days. We're then going to jump up once that's done, and start using Leviathan's Breath. Leviathan's Breath will perma-stun the Phalanx Echo, but you do have to wait because you actually have to hit him. If you hit the shield, it won't stagger, as you can see. So if he is about to hit you, just wait. And that's him dead. Easy boss fight. Don't know how long that was, but it must have been like under 3 minutes, which is pretty cool. Pretty bad hand cannon, so we're going to delete it. And we're going to sync. Getting a sparrow again. And now we're looking for an area with some taken blights. I thought I saw it over here, but I was mistaken. Which means let's be in the final spot, which is over here. This is the Mercury section. So all you gotta do here, take out the blights and say hi to Toland, and then you're golden. So we get a hammer kill so we can start chaining restoration with the sunspots. And once we have bonus enhancements, we can 3-hit the blights with just our hammer. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to say hi to Toland. He's going to show us the way, which is over here. You can also take out a blight with Leviathan's Breath and 1 hammer, depending on the volume of flame stacks. And we're done there. We're just going to say hi to Toland again. He's going to show us to go over here. And then we're going to do the same thing. Now once we've done that, the way is going to be open, so we're going to sparrow our way towards the Hexahedron encounter, which is just over here. We're going to charge in with our sparrow, but we're going to get thrown off it, so we're going to just get straight back on, and we can avoid the door spawning for a small time save. Anyway, so the Hexahedron, once again not too complicated. Toland will tell you where to dunk, follow him until you've done all rooms, and then you'll be at the boss encounter. To get motes, you have to kill hobgoblins. Killing hobgoblins will spawn the knights, which will drop the motes. And so, yeah, just do that. You're using the sniper to take out the hobgoblins, however, you can also use Leviathan's Breath, since you're not going to be using a heavy ammo for anything else in this encounter. So we're going to snipe the hobgoblins. Hopefully I actually hit them. There's the second one. Now we want to get them in the light this time. So I'm just going to use the sniper for now, but you can use anything you want to kill at night. Or a similar night. Now we need dark, so I'm going to hide and use these sort of stairs as cover. And I'm just going to use the Leviathan's Breath to take out this guy. Now we're looking for some light motes, which is good for this area because it's a lot of light. So we're once again going to use the Leviathan's Breath to take these guys out. You want to watch out for places like this where there's a hole, because if the motes fall down the hole, they're lost forever. You can't get them, you have to kill another hobgoblin in another night. Could have sworn I saw some heavy over there, so I was just looking for it. Maybe I picked it up. Now, we've got the final one. You can tell because yeah, the Tolan's on that blue platform there, which will always be the end one. So we're just going to quickly take those guys out of the Leviathan's Breath. Dunk the motes. And proceed on. Now I've got the boss room. What you want to do is you want to get onto this pillar here. From here you can see the Centurion echoes from wherever. Wherever. Just kill them with 2 shots and you're done. That's the Hexahedron completed. So now we're gonna return to the Wasteland. Once we hit the loading zone, we're gonna get on a sparrow. And we're just gonna follow the Kill Echo over towards the Dead Sea. So now we've got a nice little calming sparrow section. It's not too difficult if you know how to sparrow properly, and when I say that, I mean use your hand rake and the side boosters. Once you got that down, you can just have a nice relaxing sparrow journey all the way to the final boss. So for these drops, usually what you want to do, if you want to have the best chance of surviving, is to stop your boost and then go, just so you lose all momentum and fall. So now we're coming up to the twisting ribbons. You want to just sort of fall off to the right, like so. And then fall onto this platform here. And then onto the next ribbon. You can go slow around that corner or fast, doesn't matter. Then do the same thing. Now we're coming up to the Taken Rifts. Mathematically, it's extremely unlikely that you'll be hit by one of these if you just go at full speed. And even if you do get hit at full speed, it doesn't do much. So you'll be fine. And now we're gonna fly off and get sucked in by the tractor beam. Nail the landing, as so. Now you can kill these thrall if you want. If you have the ability to get to max ammo, then they can save the rally flag. And now we're coming up to the Calico section. Basically, this is no different from the Phalanx Echo, except with a different layout. You've got 3 things to dunk. Let's go over how everything spawns. So to start off with, you're going to be greeted by 3 sets of 3 scions, along with 2 knights. The knights will respawn once you kill both of them, and the scions will respawn on a timer. So just watch out for them. Once you dunk the moats, a taken ogre will spawn. Here he is. Now what I did first was, since I have 2 darks and 1 light, I went for the light first, because the light was in a section that was predominantly dark. That way it's easier for me to get more dark moats in the future. Now the scions have respawned, as you can see. They respawn independently of the knights. So we're just going to use the fusion rifle to get the rest of the moats. I'm going to dunk it. Now all we have to do is nip the triangle and we'll start falling. Unfortunately, I managed to throw my hammer away, which is really bad. However, I do still manage to pull this back. We're going to go for a 2-phase on the Calico. So we're going to start by jumping over here and just using Leviathan's Breath a bit. I'm now going to jump over here, which was not a good idea. However, I thought I might be able to keep Roaring Flames going. Now, you want to keep your hammer because of Radiant and also because of making orbs for armor charge. As you can see, if you get hit by the Darkness Blast, you get teleported to the back of the encounter, which is pretty bad. And also you need to stay near the Calico, because if you spend too long outside, this Dark Entropy will stack up on the left side, as you can see. If that gets to 10, you die. I'll have a proper explanation of how to do a damage phase on the second one. But basically, just use the Leviathan's Breath. And when you're killing hobgoblins, you want to have your special weapon out, because if you have double special weapon and you have your special weapon out, you have a greatly increased chance of heavy drops, as will be seen in the next damage phase. Now I finally get my hammer back, so I can get some Radiant going, which is very nice because it allows me to get just over half the health done, along with a little bit of fusion rifle. And yeah, that's a solid 2-phase, because if I do it properly next time, it'll be super easy. So now we got the room with a hole in it, my least favourite room. We've got, I think, 2 lights and a dark, so I'm going to go for the light, one of the lights first, because that's in a dark section. And the knights are all the way on the other side, which is wonderful. And since I want to conserve ammo, I'm just going to try to snipe. and I'm getting flinched way too much, so I'm just going to leave it. So now we're going to get the rest of the motes, and we're going to dunk him. Now, since I don't have roaring flames or biotic enhancements, I'm just going to use the fusion rifle to burn down the Ogre, and then finish off with the hammer. So now we're going to go for the dark, because that's in the light section, so we can easily get the light modes later. Now we're still looking for ammo, so I'm just going to kill as much as possible. There we've got 15. Now I'm going to take my Leviathan's Breath out because I want some special ammo, and if you have double special, having a heavy weapon out will increase the chances of some special ammo. Then I think that's enough, so I'm just going to go in. And we're going to do the same thing, but this time with a hammer and a lot more armor charge. What we want to do is we want to, we want to do as much damage to the Calico, then take out the hobgoblins, and just stay where the final hobgoblin was. And should give you enough cover from the darkness blasts and from the other hobgoblins to safely do some damage. You also do want to strafe a bit, because they are snipers, and strafing does destroy them. As you can see, killing the hobgoblins with the hammer, you want to have your special weapon out, so once again you have more chance of more heavy. I get really lucky in this, and get loads of heavy, which is nice. And that's him dead. Wasn't too difficult. Even had some major screw-ups, and still managed to get the 2-phase, which is very nice. So yeah, that was Prophecy, Solar Flawless on Titan during Season of the Deep. Hope you all enjoyed, hope you found this helpful. If you did, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye.
Dark, it don't matter. Light and dark are not the same. Didn't say the same, just the difference don't matter.